Alright, guys. I am gonna get on the mic a little bit earlier than usual. Normally, I'll be going over this during picks bands, positions, introductions, all of that, during the awkward 3-minute silence. And I'll just let the picks and bands kind of do their thing starting up. But we are gonna start a little early just so we can get things rolling. So, for blue team, in jungle, we're going to have a captain. It's going to be TSB Toxicity. And he's going to be repping the King Arthur, which more than likely is a pick for a solo laner. Which is going to be Act Jokingly. And you see him with the Thanatos. So that's probably going over to him. We're going to see Narcissus on RDO playing support. That pick's probably staying there. We're going to have Kano at ADC, waiting to see what he picks up. And we're going to have Define at mid. And then over to red team, we're going to have TSB King Azriel as the jungler. He is going to be repping Nakumba right now, which is probably a pick for somebody else. The solo laner is going to be Trayminator with the tier. That's going to be a big matchup. We're going to see Madara the Savior in mid. Waiting to see what his pick's going to be. We're going to have Critical at ADC. That Susanna picks most likely for King Azrael. And then we're going to have Z Fancy at support. So the first bands off the board right now are for blue team were Set, Thor, Persephone, Poseidon, and Thoth. And then for red team, it was Isis, Scotty, Zonkoi, Morgan, and Vulcan. I'm not sure how I feel about the Vulcan pick as a band. Morgan's more of a skill tier band in my opinion. Isis, Scotty are fine. Thor, Set, it's okay. Persephone's fine. Poseidon's fine. Thoth's fine. The only ones that I'm really questioning is going to probably be the Morgan and the Vulcan. More so, I don't feel like the Morgan needs to be banned. Yeah, I got you, Narcissus. 1 second. Let me see if I can, Let me see. Whose team is Narcissus on? Narcissus with Toxicity. He said he cannot hear his team. Alright, and we do have the full teams now. We're going to have Toxicity on Thanatos. We're going to have Act Jokingly on Arthur. We're going to have Narcissus on Ardio. Kano on the Oleron. That's going to be really strong. And then Define on Chiron. That's also going to be really strong. 2 ADCs, no true mage. This will be interesting. And then over for red team, we're going to have Azrael on the Susanna. That was a little expected. Trey Mater on tier, that fit in perfectly. Madara on Kukulkan. That's an interesting pick. I think this is the first time we've seen Kukulkan now. Every other god that is up on the board right now we have seen so far. Was it Apollo from Critical and Kumba from Z Fancy. Zafency. I don't know if it's supposed to be said Z Fancy or Zafency, but I like the Kumba pick a little bit more than I like the Ardia pick. We'll see. I think the Ardia pick gives a little bit more flexibility because I think you can interrupt both his yawn and his root with your stun as Ardia. And I guess, the cripple does help a bit, but we'll see. We'll see how the matchup goes. If it's me, I might have to reconnect to my other Wi-Fi. I let them know. I'm waiting to see if they say anything. They might be in game chat, though. That could be a thing. Yeah, so this period right here, by the way, is usually where I would go over everybody's roles and do all the introductions I just did. And there's the reason why is because it's just me right now, and I don't want to just blabber and on and on. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty. And we are loading in now. I just gotta wait for everybody to fully connect. So, anybody that's in the chat right now? Oh, we are gonna lose him? We might lose Narcissus. Let me see. He said he's gonna change his Wi-Fi, so I'm assuming that means a pause. Let's see if they're saying anything about it in the chat. Ooh, there we go.
Minions have spawned.
That's toast. You see that? That's toast. Well, game paused by Define. I think this is the pause that everybody was discussing. I'm not 100% sure, but toast. Enjoy the toast. Let's see if I can do this. I can do both of this. I just gotta wait for them to unpause the game now. Yeah, I know, right? This is actually the newest character released by Hi-Rez. It's I think his name is like Cinnamon Toast Crunch or something like that. The Colonel, I don't know. Well, so while we're all just chilling here, who you guys got taking this game? Red team or blue team? I think it's a interesting matchup, but I think overall, the influence of Trayminator, Z Fancy, Critical, I think it's gonna be a lot, and I think they might have a good opportunity to overcome here. Still pause. Wait. You know, I'm gonna be completely honest. He said, I think both comps are iffy. Yeah. Um, and we're still sitting in this pause. So we're gonna go ahead and go over this. But I just think there's a little bit more setup. I think Trey Minator as a solo. Oh, we looks like we're gonna get an unpause here. I think Trey Minator as a solo laner. Oh, yep. Okay, that's where I'm probably leaning to as red team. There's most likely not going to be an 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We will see about that though. It is a possibility. Although, like, I won't rule it out, but I'm gonna say for right now, no, it's not likely. Just for the simple fact that I do have other showcases to handle right now. Ooh, bye.
It was not meant to be.
Define gets first blood. Kano, I'm pretty sure he's a PS4 player too. That man is doing some serious damage. People don't sleep on those PS4 players. I'm pretty sure Kano's a PS4 player. Let me check the notes real quick. Yeah. And he's actually a solo main. Tyr and the King Arthur is definitely an interesting matchup. Ooh, and there's the gank. Z Fancy picks up a name I couldn't read. But it was the Oleron. Which is Kana. There you go. We're getting there. Yeah, there are going to be in-houses. I believe MX Double and TSB Toxicity are going to be hosting them. So shout out to those two. Ruth might be there as well. Hopefully Monkey God. I know GS Chaotic is going to be working a little bit. Maybe Kitty will be available. She was asking about some showcase games. Yikes. Ooh, Stanitos he's just gonna steal Totem. Not too much happening here. A lot of pressure from blue team in dual lane. Define's completely one middle lane at this point in the game. And Trayminator's pushing back quite a bit in solo lane. I think he's one solo lane as long as he plays his cards right. Where's the next fight? There we go. Right here. No, I don't think it's gonna be a fight. And Tyr and Apollo realistically in the top 2 to 3 for damage. King Arthur is also up there. Just slightly behind Apollo. So is Chiron, honestly. Susano and Kukulkan and Thanatos. Big yikes, guys. All under 1,000 damage, and we're almost at 5 minutes. And Define's pretty much having his way with this lane right now. Is he just... Yeah, look at this. I thought the Kukulkan might actually come out for a second. And the damage that Chiron can do. And, like, he's realistically in no danger of being poked whenever he's landing a lot of these hits. It's ridiculous. And he's just gonna get all this farm for free. Pretty standard solo lane play. Nothing. Oh, I missed a mid kill again. Define 4-0 right now. The man is destroying in mid. And Tier's... Oh, and Susano's there to kind of steal the kill, in my opinion. Tier had that no problem. It looks like blue team has an early edge. Up by about a K gold. So what I really like to see here is some type of plan around Gold Fury. You're at that, like, the earliest that you could realistically take it and be safe is about 9 minutes, in my opinion. But you're about to hit that 7-minute mark. Maybe start planning out a pick somewhere. You guys have this Kukulkan, big play. You can't get the Susano. You have 3 people there. Maybe get Kumba. No, okay. Oleron just chilling over here by himself, landed into Apollo. Supports are roaming now. This is an interesting position from Artio. I guess she's looking to try to get this pressure, but I think she kind of puts herself in an awkward position. I don't believe there's too many wards. Yeah, there's almost no wards this game. So, people, I don't know if people really know where anybody is. There's the Kumbal. And there's the Oleron ult. And both red team members are out of it. That is yikes. Oleron goes down the Kumba. Artio is able to escape. Here comes Chiron there. The Cavalry, maybe? I don't think he's going to make it in time, though. And then Tyr just bullying on this wave. He says, "This is mine. And you stay back." Oh, we missed Define. Actually does pick up a kill somewhere. Apollo's riding around on his chariot. In this ugly ass view. It's actually not that ugly because it's the normal view. I don't know why I feel like it's ugly, but I think it's just like the frame rate drop, switching to it. To view. What does Define see when he gets a kill? 1 auto. Nothing.
Please don't take your bad juju out on me.
Ooh, what does Oleron see when he Oh, I didn't get there in time. No! Okay, what does Tyr see when he gets a kill? This is King Arthur. Tyr, not Tyr. Tyr, not Tyr. Again, King Arthur. Is this Tyr? Well, Tyr gets the kill. You get to see Define get a kill. Is Define gonna get another kill? Kumba's passive's triggered. Opportunity awaits. Kumba's gonna live. Oh, Susano's gonna die. I don't know what he was thinking. I really don't know what he was thinking. we get gold? Can we get pyro? Can we get a pick and do something? Somebody. Fight's gonna go down in mid. Ooh, that does so much damage. And goodbye, Vulcan. Goodbye, Z-Fency. Apollo coming in. Apollo critical, making a play. Picks up toxicity. Critical might not make it out though.
Steal your timber.
Susana just barely escapes. And this is your first-hand look at solo lane. Live looking here. Well, that's slightly ironic. You have King Arthur with, you know, that like super. Oh, red team going for gold. I completely missed this because I was in that stupid third-person spectator mode. I don't even see Toxicity get that kill, but he gets a kill. And Trayminator is gonna pick up. Is it Act Jokingly? I believe that is the King Arthur. And really, the game's within just about 1,000 gold. The only difference realistically is kills right now and a tower. I don't know. Susana should just, or not Susana, Thanatos should just be running, but he goes in. He's in a risky position. Clear the wave. Clear the wave. What you did? Yeah. Yo, Define. This is his game. He is 10-0. Yeah, we're gonna have to get this. We're gonna have to get ready for this man to get a godlike. Madara is not having a good game. He is 0-9.
Immortal.
Define gets the immortal. Yeah, we might just have to follow him for the rest of the game. Ooh, Define's getting chased down by Trayminator now. Here comes Tyr. He knew the Aegis is coming. The knock-up. 1 auto, 2 auto. Can he get the third? And he does. Trayminator takes down Define. Ends his chance at a godlike. The only person in the game who can technically get an easy godlike now is Apollo and Tyr, yeah. There's a big fight going on over here, and I just click away from it, yeah. Oh, there's the Kumbo inside the Oleron ult. So knockups in that Oleron ult are broken. You just float and float and float, and Critical gets a kill there. Now moving to 3-0. Now to 4-0. Let's see what happens in solo. Tyr's getting smacked a little bit this time around. Yo, Chiron is slapping, right, Ruth? That is Define, just destroying Madara. I don't know. I think Madara was a little unprepared for what he was getting himself into. Hopefully game 2 he gets it around a little bit. Bad timing from Toxicity. That man just missed his silence, and yo, they're about to get 2v1. They better be really careful. They're about to get 2v1. Susana rotating over, picks up Toxicity. Oh my goodness. About that 2v1. Yo, I don't know if Arya is like She stops. You guys noticed that? There she is here. I feel like she stops moving. Oh, that's 2 kills. Define. Ooh, take me back to him. Ardio picks up a kill though.
Stalking their prey. Overflowing life.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a guess that double crossed is MX double. Would that be correct? Ooh. Honestly, if I'm Apollo, like you should know that the majority of everybody's in right lane. But you're gonna push this tower anyway, I guess. I guess the tower pushing is okay. Or is gold not up? I can't tell. And why dash through it? There was no need to dash. Yo, MX Double, you better like and subscribe, right? You better give me that follow. You better give me that $2.50 subscription or $5 subscription. I get $2.50 of it, but oh, Define catches the yikes, big yikes, and that's a free gold Fury. I believe the Kukulkan is coming in between like silver and gold. I do not have the rank chart pulled up on me right now. He kind of volunteered last second because our initial mid could not make it. So that is, you know, one of the issues that you will see sometimes when I initially balance rosters or where we come up with rosters. If you know, if people have to like AFK and we get fills, we can't necessarily like account for positioning. We do to the best of our ability, but we can't always. And blue team with a clean lead right now, about 4K gold and 9 kills. But towers are the same. That doesn't really matter at this point. They're gonna just start pyro. Huh. Honestly? Ooh, where was that? Picked up mid. I didn't even see him in mid. I did not even see that. But I will say this. We're approaching 20 minutes. And Kukulkan has almost the least amount of damage in the game right now. Susano's under 10k. Yikes. Realistically, the only 2 people that have done anything in this game are Define in mid and Trayminator in solo. These 2 guys have had great games so far. We see the Apollo split pushing down here. He has his ult, so he can just ult out. Yo! Shout out MX Double. The man just subscribed like he said he would. Yo, he's a man of his word. I would get drafted by that captain if I was a prospect. Yo, thank you so much, dude. It really helps. It really does help the cause. Everything we're doing here with running all the leagues and trying to grow and develop, it really helps. I appreciate it so much. This could be a turning point, maybe? Toxicity picking up another kill. And it looks like Kumba might fall, though. I want to go to this fight in mid. Kumba does fall to Define. Oof. And Define, yo, Define is destroying. Down goes mid Phoenix. This game's about to be over, I feel like. And down goes all of red team's towers. Susanoo's going to try to contest it. It's almost going to cost him his life. It is going to cost him his life. And down goes Kukulkan as well. And Kumba. Is it just Apollo? It's just Apollo. He does have Traminator on the way, I believe, so that's a big boost. But there's the, I keep calling Thanatos Susanoo. Yo, MX Double, if you think it's bad, you know what you could do for my mans? You could DM him after the game and give him some advice. Especially since you're a captain, be one of the pillars, you know. Same thing to Ruth. If you got any, like, you can definitely, like, give some advice. Feel free to give some advice to players if you feel they need some advice. It helps. And then as players, like, as prospects, like, it's criticism. Ideally, we want an environment where people are going to grow and get more and more competitive, so the community expands, and we want to make sure everybody's having fun. So be able to take constructive criticism for sure, but don't dish it out too bad, guys. Like, you don't have to destroy people when you're criticizing them. But definitely be able to take it. Like if somebody tells you you're bad, like, banter is banter. It's a part of the game. You're gonna be called bad until you're good, and then once you're good, when you make a mistake, you're gonna be called bad. So it's just part of, like, competing. You do have to accept that to some point or another. He said, "Don't be soft." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you really got like. And I'm assuming blue team's about to take a easy win right here. But you really got to have some kind of thick skin. But it's not just about blocking out what people say. It's like when people are trying to offer advice. Like if MX is like, "Yo, like, here's what I think you should do." Like, don't just block out, like, the criticism. Actually listen to it. That makes the difference in becoming a better player and becoming stagnant and staying where you are. And this looks to be the end here. Define just going 17-1. You might make it 18-1. It's 18-1.
Unstoppable.
Yikes. Blue team. At first, I want to say about the first 10 to 12-ish minutes, the game was about even. And then, you know, you saw one or two big mistakes, and blue team just pounced. At least two of us in chat called red team to win that game. It ended up almost being a blowout against them. They just couldn't hold it together in the late game. I think they were a little impatient. We should have a game 2 coming up. Let me see. So let me find out if we need an ADC. I believe Adios is going to come in and replace the position for Critical because Critical had to run out to the store. Oh, you know what, Polo? I don't know if you're watching. I'm assuming since you posted that you're watching. What I'll start doing is, like, I'll like scroll through each of the pages a little bit slower, because I don't think I actually scrolled through the pages at all. And then let me just restart. Ooh, not my Twitch, my Smite. All right. Hopefully that pops right back up. let's see where we're at. We're loading in. Alright, I gotta remember that too. Let me get some of these games updated for everybody. He said Define just carried. I mean, he did. That he did. I'm not going to deny that one. Alright, I'm ready. Let me let them there. Alright, let's see when this game 2 is about to get underway. Let's see. I am just waiting on them. Oop. Let's see where they're at. So we just recently came back to Smite. So to give a little history, I guess, so we started with Smite about almost 2 years ago now in total is when it originally all started. We, came in with a Smite League. It was a little chaotic at first. We didn't exactly have our structure or anything figured out at the time, and it did fall apart. We ended up going into a second Smite League about 2 to 3 months later, trying to reboot it again. Like, I'm just fascinated by the idea of a draft competitive league, and it seemed like a lot of other people are as well. And again, the structure was a little weak. We didn't really learn from any of our mistakes in the first go around. So that didn't work out too well either. And then about 2 months after that, we started up with Rocket League, like from the ground up. Like, I bought the game. Actually, I think it was free with Game Pass, and then we lost Game Pass, so I ended up buying the game. But I like got into it a little bit, and I felt that it was a bit more watchable than Smite, in my opinion. Anybody can go look at Rocket League, and it's just soccer with cars. You don't have to know MOBAs. You don't have to know Smite to understand builds or positioning or character mechanics or combos. You don't have to worry about any of that with Rocket League. So we went into Rocket League and really perfected everything. Learned from a lot of our mistakes with the first two Smite leagues. And now we're going on to season. We're going into season 3 finals of Rocket League, season 4. Getting ready for season 4. We've perfected the Cleety coin system now. From the draft selection, balancing of teams, all of that. It is still work in progress, especially coming back to Smite and trying to translate it for Smite, because that is the one big difference. Is the new system that we have is purely developed in Rocket League, and now we've kind of just brought it over to Smite, and it's adapted pretty well in most areas. The cap hasn't adapted the same. Skill capping hasn't exactly adapted the same. And then like spectator mode, for example, I can get in the lobby and host. I don't have to worry about going. Hey, you host the lobby, I'll spectate off of you. Like I didn't have to do any of that with Rocket League. It was a lot easier. But I didn't know Rocket League, so and I'm a Smite junkie at heart, so that's where we ended up coming back to is Smite now. Starting up with our first season under this new structure, the new system, uh, and hopefully going strong. We've gotten a lot of prospects so far, some really, really great players. Really, really, yeah, you're right about that. Really, really, just overall dope setup that we've gotten so far. I've found some great captains to restart this new league with, and I'm really looking forward to see how it's going to go in the long run. That is usually where things start to get a little bit more fun. Like the first free agency period is, in my opinion, one of the most popular periods because realistically, free agency in general is usually one of the most popular periods because anybody that's been drafted during the free agency period, they have the opportunity to re-sign with their team, enter free agency, and sign with a different team, kind of like the NBA or the NFL. Teams have a cap, etc., that they have to work around. Um, and like things get popping. You see like the power structure of the league, where new teams are introduced or new just rosters are introduced, and shit gets hype. And anyway, onto the game. So I believe there was a change. No, Critical's actually in. It says Critical's in for me at least. Wait, who did Adios come in for then? I think. So I don't see Madara, but I do see Critical. All right, so I'm gonna be completely honest. These rosters are gonna be interesting. I don't exactly know who's going where. The raw pick from Define. Define Danger Ranger. He says, he's a big fan of that raw pick. Raw is his favorite character. It's also his only character in his god pool. So, yeah, he says do Raw some justice. So, if I'm just going to go off of what I've seen from Blue Team here now, we've got Thoth, Scotty, RDO, Zong, and Isis Band. And your jungler is going to be Hunbats, King Azrael. Your solo is going to be Treminator on tier. Again, surprised I didn't get banned. Although I guess he didn't have that big of an impact. because they did end up losing the game in the long run. You're gonna have Adios on Scylla. I guess he was replacing Madara. You're gonna have Critical ADC Hachiman, and then you're gonna have Z Fancy the support Geb. I love the Geb pick. Geb's strong as always. Over the red team, you're gonna have TSB Toxicity or Toxicity TSB on Susano in jungle. We're going to see Jokingly on Yorm in solo. We're going to see Define on Raw and mid. The big plays hopefully coming from there. Kano on Medusa ADC. I'm expecting Kano to frag. Shout out the PS4 player there. He's one of the few PS4 players that we do have. Big shout out to Sony for getting that deal done finally. I guess it's a high res or Xbox, Microsoft, I don't know. Shout out to whoever got the deal done because it needed to happen to bring all the communities together. Hopefully we do get a few more PS4 players. Anyway, and then the last one for the team is going to be Narcissus on Athena. And just looking at these comps right off the bat, you know, red team got the win last time around. And I think they're going to get the win this time, too. I like the Pluck from Susano. I like the Yorm ult. I like the Athena ult. I like the Raw. And I think Kano and Medusa is going to do damage. I do like the Geb. And I do like the Hun Bats. And then Tyr, I think you're going to get about the same result where, like, he's going to win. But I just don't think he's going to be able to... Yo, I didn't know Narcissus was PS4. Shout out to Narcissus as well. I did not know he was PS4. I guess I'm actually... Let me pull up the stat sheet and see if I have that listed. Narcissus. Oh, I do have you listed at PS4. Well, big shout... Ooh! 2 PS4 players on one team in duo lane nonetheless. Hashtag rigged maybe? No, I'm kidding. Just waiting for this game to get underway now. PS4 versus Xbox duo? Ooh, that's a good question. Critical and Fancy. Let's take a look. Fancy is Xbox and Critical is Xbox as well. Yeah. The PS4 duo versus the Xbox duo. What about in mid? We have Adios. Right? Adios is the mid, I'm assuming. Where's Adios? Somewhere. He's Xbox. I'm pretty sure Define is Xbox. Define is PC. Xbox versus PS4. Xbox versus PC. What about our junglers? TSB's... Ooh. Or Toxicity's Xbox, and I believe Azriel's Xbox as well. They were both in a party with me, if I'm not mistaken. Alrighty. Let's start to get everything set up here. Alright, let's get this. I smell dinner cooking too, by the way. I think I do. You see support starting on speed from the Fancy. And we see support going into lane from Narcissus. Interesting starts.
Attack here!
Not too much going on. It's going to be a fairly slow start to the game, I feel like. Although critical does need to be careful here. Even though this is the correct start for him, it is still 2v1 right now. If he extends the wrong way, he is dead. And they're just going to take his purple. No problem. Yo, tier 30 a little low. We do see the Geb coming over to help his Hachiman. We see a gank coming, actually. Here comes Hunbats. It is a little early, so I don't know what else was going to come from that, because there's not too much CC from this group right now. So you're saying, I just read the chat double, so you're saying he should have started his purple instead of starting lane? Is that essentially what you're saying? I hope that's what you're saying. Or else I'm gonna sound dumb. Are we going to see a kill on the Geb? And Geb does fall to the Medusa. There's your first blood. Finally. I knew it was going to come out of the dual lane. It was Kano, and it looks like PS4 is winning the dual lane matchup right now. Xbox is on their heels. Yo, so to all my Xbox players out there, your hope resides with Critical and Zefensi. And then, you know, for you PS4 players out there like Ruth, you better be rooting for Kano and Narcissus, because, you know, they're representing pretty well right now. Oh, what a wicked skin there. It's either a rattlesnake or a pit viper or something like that. I don't know what the skin's name is, but I bet you it has something to do with that. It's like the Rattler Yorm skin or something. He said, let's get it, Xbox. Well, back over to that lane then. We see Zefensi pops his shell. The Hachiman dash. Alright, so the Geb is down. Hachiman, ooh, I'm hot. Ooh, I would have just ran. I would have said fuck the ult. I would have just, or I would have said fuck the damage. I just used ult to run. Big yikes. PS4 dominating the lane. And Define's not having the same impact he was. It could be the fact that he's playing a more traditional pick right now, or Adios is just that good. Splice Yormskin? Well, that's not very creative. That's about as creative as the names I was coming up with. So this game has been infinitely slower than the last game. All these games I feel like are slow. I don't know. I'm used to like Rocket League's pace of play at this point now, where everything's just back and forth, ping pong, bing bang bong, bing bang bong, bing bang bong. Yorm's just boxed out. There's the Susano blink. He misses the pluck. He is dead. That did not go his way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. MXW, are you saying Define isn't on a hunter in mid? Wait, are you serious? I had no idea. I thought Raw was a hunter. I'm just waiting to see what he has to say about that. Ooh. Yo, Xbox is not doing too well right now. Yikes. You know, I actually feel stupid now when I see the things on the ground that say splice over time. You see that? Oh my goodness. Here comes the pluck. ECC immune, and here comes a giant fucking snake. What if they just made Yorm like really long? Like they brought him out of the ground, they just gave him the biggest hitbox like ever. Like ever. Like you can hit the back of him, but he can hit you or some shit like that. Like that's how fucking long they'd make him. But just give him like insane health, like starting out like 3k health. And no ult ability. I don't know. You give him like a stance change or something. I'm literally just spewing some wild shit at this point. I don't even know. Ooh, Xbox on the come up. Nope, never mind. He about to get ganked. That's what's about to happen. Look at this. He about to get ganked. Run, critical, run. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Dun dun. Here comes Hunbats. Is he rocking the ult? He's rocking the ult, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to get in position. They're gonna have to settle for the Athena maybe. And he does ult, but it's just a big waste. And now here comes Define. A lot of nothing just happened there. Like a whole lot of nothing. There's the Athena taunt. There's the raw ult. Whoa, that's how you do it. Yo, that one was for Danger Ranger right there, man. That's how you do it. You saw that taunt and then he ulted in the taunt. That's what you're supposed to do, man. You know, all I have to say is that skin really just looks out of place.
Hi. Attack here.
Feel my presence more.
Let's see, let's see. Ooh, Susano actually gets a big play here. He isn't able to finish. Define's ult does nothing. Hunbat's ult definitely made a big play there. Allows the team to get out of the exchange. Big miss there from Define. He had an opportunity to get a kill. Maybe, possibly, unlikely, but who knows?
Right then. Attack here.
Alrighty. How's Solo doing? Ooh. Yorm's cutting it just a little close. Or a lot. We're what, at about 13 minutes right now, and there's only 7 kills in total in the game. Red team's winning by 3 kills. They're winning by 2-ish, maybe 3-ish K gold. Yeah. Red team was the blue team of last game, so slightly favored to win this game as well. Honestly, this time around, I'm definitely picking them. I like the comp better than I do like blue team's comp. That's for sure. Ooh. Hunbats is dead. And his ult's down. Feels just a little wasted there. What's Tyr gonna try here? He's going straight for the Susanoo. Susanoo's barely gonna get away, but he's not. Down comes Traymater. He says no. That's probably not what he said, but he had to put something on the spot, so. No. Not in my court, but it's not basketball, so it doesn't work.
Killing spree.
Oh my goodness, Define, there, the Geb gets a kill. Ooh, Traymater. Oh, that taunt was so big. It definitely saved Raw And that Geb shield, nah, do not know about that one. What are you doing, dude? I get to the, and he's dead. No bueno. Not good. Can we say Gold Fury, baby?
You're welcome.
What is he? Oh, he's holding wave. I was like, why is he just standing there? Did he just DC? Did I just catch this man DCing? So it has definitely slowed down a bit at this point. You guys always hear me talk about it slowing down. The game rarely speeds up, it seems like. These are showcase games, though, so that is definitely something to note. Some of these players are familiar with each other, that's for sure. There's the Medusa ult there, a good turnaround from Critical. Oh, there's the blink from Susano. There's the ult. Critical's gonna get out with his ult, and I think I saw a Geb ult. I see a Hunbat's ult, and Hunbat's goes down. PS4 destroying in dual lane. Although we see Adios pick up Toxicity, I did not see that happen. Scylla got him there. We see Define rotating over. Let's see if we can get his camera angle right now. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Through a wall, maybe? There's the blink. There's the one. There's nothing. He's pinging. They're pinging. He ults. He misses. Whoa. Is Define playing or is Danger Ranger playing? I can't tell. Yeah, shots fired, bruh. I don't know what you thought was going to happen there. You thought they were just going to walk into it or stand in front of you. You're better than that. I've been watching you frag. I know you're better than that. Yo, Critical. It's all you right now. You gotta take him. Nah. Cook's like, I ain't having none of that, man. I ain't taking nobody. He said, one of his teammates is right around the corner. The moment I step out, I'm dead.
Right then.
Yo, spectating from Yorm's point of view is a little, he's like literally all up in my screen. Yo. I feel like Tyr just flails sometimes. Not literally, I just, oh, there's a good ult from Hunbats. I don't know if that was a Scylla ult, but blue team turned in this fight big time. Let me get out of this ugly ass camera angle. Ooh, he's gonna go down to Divine. And Terminator falls to Narcissus, actually. Ooh, Scylla! She do so much damage. And they're just trying to get this tower. And Define's not gonna let anything get taken easily. There's the taunt. I think that's a Aegis from Hunbats. And this flash doesn't kill him. Yep, boom. Define's 5-0. Athena's 3-0. Yikes. Scylla's having the best game for blue team. I don't know what to expect from this matchup anymore. That seems like a whole bunch of nothing. Oops, starting pyro. Finally something's happening. That almost seemed useless. Define picks up critical. I didn't even see that happen, but goodbye Hachiman. And they get pyro out of it. Oh, looks like they're gonna invade on tier. So it's trying to help just throws a pad out, but doesn't even connect with anything. Just a brick, an air ball. "21 minutes in, red team's ahead build wise for sure. Ooh,
You're welcome.
that's half of Raw's health gone. There's the Susanna pluck. It looks like Trey Mater's gonna get out, and down goes Adios. Athena's killing it with her ult. That was probably the biggest impact that I've seen so far from a support pick. Is Athena's ults are just dominating right now. Red team is pushing hard. Can I get up here? Define 7-0. Someone on blue team save the day. And this is where it starts to get out of hand. You lose your speed. Yikes. And they're going for fire. What is blue team gonna do here? Well, at this rate, they're gonna do nothing. That's what they're gonna do. And this looks like a big oof for Athena. I don't know if I can get down to her yet. Unless red team's get a turret right here.
You're welcome.
Both teams have definitely like passived. I don't even know how to say that correctly. Passived out. Yo, bye-bye Athena, maybe? She took so much damage. And she gets out! Oh, if I'm blue team, I'm extremely fucking aggravated, yeah. I'm like, yo, why? Up in Trey Mater, I see him diving for her, but it's an Athena, and there's the dash. Yo, gotta give him points for the effort, but yikes. I'd be upset. And that's honestly where captain private matches, private showcases come in a little bit more than the league showcases. Although you do need league showcases to compete, and you don't need the private captain showcases. That allows you to get a better feel for people's comms and how they're going to interact, because this is only showing you the gameplay where you have to assume how people interacted. Which, like, with Athena getting out there, if I'm assuming somebody's upset, somebody was really upset, and you could probably notice it. Now, I don't know that for sure, so I can't even tell you who it is. I'd have to make assumption after assumption, and that just makes an ass out of you and me. So, it'd definitely be worth checking out some private captain showcases. Whether you're a captain or whether you're the player, you'll get a better feel, my opinion, on the interpersonal interactions between people than the actual gameplay interactions. Red team just having their way at this point. Blue team doing their best. Oh! Define just rips through him. Yo, Medusa got caught a little lazy right there.
Your Titan is under attack.
Is red team gonna end this? If I'm red team, actually, I'm probably gonna reset, and then get ready and go get fire. Like go grab Pyro right now. Ooh, yeah, there's a pick. 5v4. I guess you can try to force this Phoenix to the siege. Let's see if they get it. My objective right there probably would have been go do Pyro, back, and then go do fire, and then come do the siege. Just to see critical is gonna pick up Kano. Ooh, toxicity is gonna pick up critical though. Oh, this could be really big for blue team. Scylla gets one. Scylla doesn't get more than one though. But this could be it for Athena. She's gonna try to ult out. And she's not gonna be able to get out. Yeah. So I think the right call, if I'm red team, right? At that point, instead of sieging that Phoenix, what I'm doing is I'm gonna go take fire. Not fire. I'm gonna go take Pyro. Okay, and fire wouldn't have been up yet, so they back from taking Pyro. And then you get your speed buff coming out of Fountain for Pyro. You go straight to fire, and you start a fight over fire. I would have waited for fire, because I believe it's enhanced fire. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is, I don't know, I can't tell, to be honest. Regardless, I'd look to take fire, and then I'd start my siege. You already have them crippled and bleeding out of the left side, so somebody was going to have to be stretched too far to help the team fight. You already know you're going to get a 4v5, unless they just abandon left lane, with lane pressure, etc, etc, so... Narcissus says he hasn't been able to hear his team at all this entire time. Big yikes for him. He's playing pretty well though. That makes his combos with Define even better. Ooh, Medusa over here. Although 30 minutes, what does a gold Fury really do for you? I guess your Scylla's missing an item, your Hachi's missing an item. So the enemy team's fully built for some reason. Yorm still has a Warrior's Blessing. What? 16 wards out of Geb, 11 from Scylla. Red team's gonna start fire. Better late than never. They have the pick. And Hachi's not there to help either. That's not gonna stop blue team from picking up a kill though. They're gonna chase him off of fire. Now they need to disengage. That's what they need to do. They got their pick. Just get out. They're going to lose Geb here. There's one more wave in left lane that needs to be cleared. Hachi just noticed. Hunbats tried to get it. I think the Medusa ult stunned him, and down goes Trayminator, and it looks like this is going to be game. Big yikes. This is probably going to be the last fight. Most likely. Oh my god. Bye, Scylla. Yo, Geb is getting melted too.
Your Titan is under attack.
Hachi, critical, get in there. Give it your all. Die for the cause. He died for the cause. Yeah, now it's a honorable death at least. And red team's gonna take this game, and they've won both games of this set. They've outwarded. Really good games for both of them. Or really good game. Really good 2 games from them, not from both of them. Although both teams did play really well. Red team / the team with Trayminator unfortunately just couldn't. Trayminator wasn't on red team this time. He was on blue team. The team at Trayminator, unfortunately, both times around could not get the game together. Even with him dominating his lane at points, it just wasn't enough. Very unfortunate for blue team. And for red team, though, big shout to the Raw. Define carried both games for his team. He was everything, although Narcissus going 5-1 definitely helped. Medusa going 7-3 definitely helped. That's going to be all the Smite showcases I have for tonight. I will have Rocket League showcases at 11 p.m. or 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. And then tomorrow I will have Rocket League showcases at between 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will have Smite showcases between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anybody that's watching, if you want to support the Cleety cause at all, give us a follow, a like. Feel free to give us a subscription. That really helps us. Further everything that we're doing here. And enjoy the rest of your night, guys.